Choppers back at it again with another video. So today we're going to do score predictions. I believe I'm going to upload this after I record my weekly picks with, the boys and Lex, and yeah. But I think I'm going to put the picks out tomorrow, and I think I'm going to do the score predictions Thursday morning before the Seattle-LA game. But yeah, there's my social media links. But yeah, we're going to do some score predictions, what I think is going to happen in the games, and how I think the end tally will be. So yeah, let's get right into it. So, Thursday night, we have a huge game. This is the LA Rams traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks, divisional game. Going to be in the home of the 12s. You already know how they are, But yeah, in my opinion, I think the Rams defense kind of looked bad against the Cardinals, and the Seahawks have a great offense. So I think the Seahawks offense is going to thrive against the Rams. I think DK Metcalf might not be as big of a factor as he usually is. I think Tyler Lockett might be the bigger factor. This game could go either way. The Rams offensively are probably going to have a field day against Seattle's defense. I just think that the Seattle defense will get some pressure on the Rams. It's not the best offensive line, so hopefully we can get some pressure, make Matthew Stafford throw some incompletions, maybe sack him a couple times. I think that's what could happen. Seahawks are coming off a big win against San Francisco. This is a must-win, in my opinion, for the Seattle Seahawks. The Rams are coming off a big loss against Arizona, so they're coming in with a little anger, losing to a divisional team. So I think the Seahawks are actually going to manage to pull this out. But on my weekly picks, just, because that'll be uploaded before this, I believe. So I'm probably going to pick the Rams because, I don't like picking my own team because it's kind of, as Madara said, kind of like a curse. So, but I do think the Seahawks are going to win this game. Hopefully they win this game. But yeah, the spread is 2 points. I don't know if I'd bet on this spread. I don't think I'm going to because this game could go either way. That's the spread as of right now. It could change by Sunday. But yeah, so we will move on to the Jets and the Falcons in London. So it's really a tale of two bad defenses and decent offenses. This game could go either way, really, as well. I could see the Jets actually beating the Falcons. The only thing is that the Jets' problem on defense mostly is their secondary, and the Falcons, the thing that they're good at is, passing the ball and getting the ball downfield. So I think that will be the determining factor of this game because the run game of the Falcons isn't too great. Cordell Patterson and Mike Davis, I don't think they're going to be able to control the run game as much as I would think, because the Jets' run defense is pretty good. The Falcons' defense in general is really bad, so the Jets could just outscore the Falcons. But I think because of the Jets' secondary problems, the Falcons will actually come out victorious in this game. So I think it'll be 27-24 going in the Falcons' favor. 3.5 spread, I would actually take that on the Falcons. I think that's a good spread to take, even though I have it less than the spread on my score prediction. But I think I'd actually take that. I wouldn't surprise me if it was like 31-21 or something. Or it also wouldn't surprise me if the Jets win this game. So maybe I won't bet on the spread. Maybe that's a lie. But we'll move on to the next game, which is New England in Houston to play the Texans. I don't think this is going to be crazy high scoring. The Patriots aren't the Bills. That is the truth. They're just not the Bills. I think the Patriots offense will have a pretty damn good day against Houston's really, really crappy defense. Mac Jones will probably have a big game. Look for Jacoby Myers to have a big game. Kendrick Bourne might have a big game. But offensively, I think the Patriots are going to thrive against this Houston defense. I also think Houston will get some points on the board, not a lot. I think 17 is a pretty reasonable number. Patriots defense is good, but they're not the Bills defense. Yeah, this game, I would take the spread on the Patriots. It's a big spread, so you got to be careful with that. but I would take it for the Patriots. So there's not really much else to talk about. Houston's kind of ass. Not going to lie. Patriots are decent. So I'm going to take the Patriots in this one, 27-17. Then we got Detroit in Minnesota to play the Vikings. Detroit, I don't think their defense is going to be able to stop the Vikings' very explosive offense. Even though the Vikings didn't have a very explosive day against Cleveland, they still have an explosive offense. Cleveland's defense was just, I keep saying very much better. It is much better than pretty much anybody else's in the league. It's Cleveland and the Bills, in my opinion, are the best defenses in the league. I think Detroit, with Jared Goff doing decent, I think they get some points on the board. The Vikings defense has been playing pretty damn good. I would take the spread on this game, 7.5. 100% I'd take that spread. I think the Vikings offense is going to run all over the Lions defense, and I don't think the Lions offense can produce enough points to keep this close. So, I think 16-27 is a pretty fair estimate on how I think this game is going to go. So we'll move on to the next game, which will be Philadelphia in Carolina to face the Panthers. This game's kind of tough for me. I think the only reason I have the Panthers winning by 10 points, 24-34, is because the Panthers have a good offense, the Eagles have a bad defense. The Eagles have a good offense, but the Panthers have a good defense. So I think the Eagles try to keep this game close, but I think the Panthers at some point are just going to pull away in this one. I would 100,000,000% take the spread on this game. Panthers defense is good. They got a little exposed by the Dallas Cowboys, but that's what's going to happen when you play a very, very explosive offense. This game could end up close. It could also even go in the Eagles' favor if something happens during the game. You never know. But I think this is a fair estimate. So we'll move on to the next game, which is the New Orleans Saints in Washington to face the football team. This game is tough. I had a little bit of a hard time picking this game, just for the fact that I don't know what the Saints really are. It's hard to know what they actually are. Washington is kind of showing that they can beat teams and keep games close, but they've also shown that against not the greatest teams. The Saints aren't the greatest team this year. That's just the truth. So I think the Saints are going to end up winning this game. Very, very close game. I don't know if I'd take the spread on this one, 1.5 points. That's a little risky. I wouldn't take a spread on either, on this game at all, just in general, if it changes or not, because it could go either way. And I think Washington keeps it as close as possible. Their defense hasn't been performing at the standard I thought it was going to perform at. The Saints defense has been playing good. I believe they have 6 interceptions this season. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, that is very good. 6 or 7. I don't remember. Something like that. I think Alvin Kamara gets in the end zone maybe twice in this game. I think Jameis throws for 1, and maybe they get a defensive touchdown. Washington, on the other hand, I think Taylor Heineke is going to have a little bit of a hard time against the Saints defense. Terry McLaurin will do all right, I believe. Antonio Gibson might not do as well as people might think he will. So I think this is fair. I think the Saints are probably going to win this game, but it would not surprise me if Washington does. But we'll move on to Tennessee in Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. This game was also kind of tough because I believe A.J. Brown and Julio Jones will be back this upcoming weekend, but are they going to be fully healthy? That's the question. I don't know. Even if they aren't, I believe that them just being there, the presence of them will have the Jaguars on their feet, and it'll cause problems in that secondary that's already not very good. Besides Shaquem Griffin. I get those two mixed up. They play on the Seahawks and they're brothers. Now they're both on the Jaguars. It's weird. I think the Titans would score about 30 points in this game. Their offense hasn't been performing as how I would expected it to. But it also would not surprise me if Jacksonville somehow was able to pull off this game. They're coming off of their 4th straight loss. Well, actually, their 19th straight loss, I believe. And they want to win. They're hungry for a win. This is a perfect game. This is a perfect trap game, honestly. It would not surprise me if Jacksonville somehow came through and pulled this off. But I'm going to stick with the Titans on this one. If I were you and I was betting on this game, I would take that 4 spread for the Titans. Yeah, but there's not really much else to say about this game. Tennessee's defense has been playing very bad. Jaguars' defense has been bad for the past couple of years. So, yeah, we'll just move on to the next game, which will be Miami Dolphins in Tampa Bay to face the Buccaneers. I think the spread is very high on this game. I wouldn't take it just for the simple fact that the Dolphins usually have Tom Brady's number. When he was playing with the Patriots, man, those Dolphins used to always get at least a game a season on Tom Brady. They kept it close always. They had some miracle wins. So, yeah, it would not surprise me if the Dolphins somehow kept this very close, but I still don't see them winning. Tampa Bay's offense is too explosive. Hopefully Gronk's back for Brady. And Giovanni Bernard. The defense of the Bucs, their secondary looks very iffy, and that could be a problem against the Dolphins, especially since the Dolphins have a very good receiving core, and Will Fuller, Devontae Parker, Jalen Waddle, etc. But yeah, I think 35-22. It definitely probably will be closer than that, but I wouldn't take the spread on this game at all. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Which is Green Bay in Cincinnati to play the 3-1 Bengals. Green Bay's hot. The Bengals are hot. Both of them don't have the best defenses. Both of them have very good offenses. But I think Green Bay has the better offense, and I think that's what determines this game. I have Green Bay winning by a touchdown, 34-27. So Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers playing great again. After that first week, he just came back and played like Aaron Rodgers. Devontae Adams kind of been slow. Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon kind of doing their thing. Randall Cobb had a big game. It wouldn't surprise me if that stays consistent since, Aaron Rodgers and him have a mental connection that they've had for years. I love that connection. I talked about it in my power rankings. But on Cincinnati's side, I have them losing by a touchdown. It wouldn't surprise me if they also won this game. I just think Aaron Rodgers and their offense is just better than the Cincinnati offense. Even though Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, their offense is very explosive. Joe Mixon might not be able to play in that game, so that could be a very big factor as well. But yeah, I would take the spread on this game for the Packers, 100%. I think I'm going to. And yeah, I think that's a fair score, 34-27. I think it would be high scoring because both defenses aren't, the best. But we'll move on to Denver and Pittsburgh. This game was hard to pick and try to tally up a score that would sound right. I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. Even if Drew Lock is the quarterback for the Broncos, I believe they will actually end up winning this game against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh could win this game as well. I just think that Pittsburgh's offense has just been so very bad that they're not going to be able to do anything against that insane Denver defense. And don't get me wrong, the Steelers have a great defense as well. But I think the Broncos' offense will be able to exploit that more than Pittsburgh's offense will be able to exploit Denver's defense. So that's what maybe determined this game. I would not take the spread on either team. This could go either way. If you believe one team is going to win, I would take that team's spread because it's a 1-point spread. But I don't have confidence in the Broncos, and I don't have confidence in the Steelers to win this game. So I'm probably not going to touch this game. But, I think it's a tale of two defenses and which offense can exploit which defense the most. So we'll see how that goes. This is a great game, though. It's going to be a very defensive game. If you're looking for firepower on offense, this is not the game to watch. I can promise you that. But we'll move on to the next game. We have Chicago in Las Vegas to play the Raiders. Raiders coming off of a loss to the Chargers Monday night. And they didn't look good. Offensively, they didn't look good. The Chargers' defense was playing out of their minds. Chicago's coming off of a win against Detroit where they looked very good. But David Montgomery, I heard, is going to be out for 4 to 5 weeks. That's a big hit. Damian Williams comes in to the running back spot. That means that Justin Fields is going to have a bigger role probably in this offense, even if Andy Dalton does come back. But yeah, I see the Raiders still winning this game. I think the Raiders are overall a better team. I wouldn't take the spread on the Raiders, though. I would probably take the spread on the Bears because I think the Bears defensively will hold the Raiders down to a certain amount of points. And then their offense will keep it decently close. Because the Raiders' defense isn't the best as well. So I would honestly take the spread on the Bears, but I don't think they're going to win this game. But yeah, I think that's a fair score as well, prediction-wise. But we'll move on to Cleveland in Los Angeles to play the Chargers. This was also another tough game, kind of like the Broncos game. The Browns played very good defensively against the Vikings, and they've played very bad offensively against the Vikings. Chargers played good on both ends against the Raiders. But this is a big test for the Chargers. Big test. You want to play with the big dogs? This is the big dogs. But I think I'm going to take the Chargers in this game. 21-23. That's a pretty good score prediction in my opinion. I just think Cleveland's defense is going to when I say only hold the Chargers offense to 23, that's like they could hold them to less. It wouldn't surprise me. But I think the Chargers offense is very, very explosive. They looked very, very explosive against the Raiders. But I think they get held under 30 points in this game. On the other side, I don't think the Browns' offense is explosive enough to keep up with the explosion of the Chargers' offense. And I think the Chargers' defense is a very underrated defense. I think they're top 10 in the league right now. So I don't think that Browns' offense is going to be able to do much against them unless Baker Mayfield just has himself a day. And Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt keep doing what they're doing. But, Josh Jacobs barely had a day against the Chargers, so that run game might not be as effective as people might think going into this game. This one's another one. If you wanted to take the spread betting-wise, take the team you believe that's going to win. It's 50-50. This is a coin flip game. I don't even know if I'm right. I'm probably not. But I'm going to take the Chargers 23-21. Then we got New York Giants in Dallas to play the Cowboys. Giants coming off of a huge win against the Saints. I don't think they keep that up. I don't. I think Saquon's going to have a hell of a game, though, against that weak Dallas defense. Looks a little bit better. Daniel Jones has been having a decent year, even though they're 1-3. But I don't think he's going to have a big day if Trayvon Diggs is out there picking off every damn ball. And, Daniel Jones is known for throwing picks and turning over the ball in general. So I think they have a decent day against the Cowboys defense, but I don't think they have a great day. The Giants defense has been playing pretty damn good. Not like great, but pretty good. But, the Panthers we thought had a top defense in the league, and the Cowboys dropped 36 on them. So I think the Cowboys offense exploits the New York Giants defense as well, and I think since the Giants are going to be keeping this close, the Cowboys get the ball, victory formation at the end of the game, and win it. So I honestly would take the spread on this game. 7 points seems reasonable in the Cowboys' favor, obviously. But yeah, I think the Cowboys win this pretty significantly. Next game we have San Francisco 49ers in Arizona to play the Cardinals. The Red Hot Cardinals, by the way. If you didn't know, they beat the shit out of the Rams. Pretty sure everybody knows that if you're watching this video. I don't know what to think of this game. 49ers are really hurt. But I believe Trey Lance is playing in this game. I think this game honestly could go in the 49ers' favor just because of Trey Lance. He's kind of like Kyler Murray, just taller and more physical. He runs the ball. He escapes the pressure very well. I saw that a lot in the Seahawks game. He kind of reminded me of Russell Wilson escaping pressure when Russell was younger. He still escapes pressure, don't get me wrong. Russell kind of, if he knows he doesn't have the wheels to get out of there, he just takes the sack. But Trey Lance is very young, very young legs. I expect him to have a hell of a day, honestly. Passing-wise, the Arizona secondary isn't too great. I think Trey Lance and Deebo Samuel are going to have a pretty damn big game. Arizona-wise, I think their offense is just too much. San Fran's defense is very, very injured. And I think the Cardinals win on probably like a last-second field goal. I think this game's close. I would take the spread on the 49ers since it's a divisional game. 5.5 points seems like a lot for a divisional game. These games are always close. They're usually close. The Rams and the Cardinals was kind of a blowout. 49ers lost by 7 points, but Trey Lance came in, and that was his first time like actually playing legit NFL football, not coming in for one play then leaving. So yeah, I think this goes in the Cardinals' favor at the end of the day. I hope it doesn't. It would be good for the division Seahawks wise. The Seahawks beat the Rams and the 49ers beat the Cardinals. Division is wide open. Everybody thought the Seahawks were out, and now they could be right back in it. But yeah, we'll move on. All right. This might surprise a lot of people, but hear me out. I believe that the Bills have the best defense in the league, and they have a top 5 offense in the league. I think their offense has an absolute field day against this weak Kansas City defense. Sorry. Ate some noodles and company in my chest. Heartburn. I think the Buffalo Bills offense has a field day against this Kansas City defense. They just have not been performing. I think they let the Eagles drop 31 on them, and the Bills are a better offense, so they could drop 40 plus on them. I think the Bills win this significantly. I don't think Patrick Mahomes and their offense can do much against the Bills defense to keep it close when the Bills offense is going to be exploding I just know they are. So I think 100% if you're betting on games this week, take the spread for the Bills. That is like a for sure thing. Take the spread on the Bills. They're going to win this game. I pinky promise they win this game. I know my pinky's small. Don't judge me. So take the spread on the Bills. I don't think the Chiefs win. I think they're going to I think that defense is really going to hold them back this year. If their offense is playing really good defenses and that same team has a good offense, they're probably going to lose more games than you would have expected. So to see the Chiefs fall to 2-3 this year would not surprise me at all. But we're going to move on to the Monday Night Football game. This is Monday night, right? Yeah. Oh, so yeah, the Chiefs Bills is Sunday night. My bad. So yeah, Colts come off of a big win against, I believe, Miami. But now they're going into Baltimore to play the Ravens that are red hot. Coming off of 2 really good wins, Chiefs and Broncos, I believe. I believe that was week 3 was when they played the Chiefs. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, Colts offense, it's been playing good, not great. I don't think they're going to have the best day against, this Baltimore defense that held the Denver Broncos to 7 points. Yeah, and I believe Baltimore's rushing attack and passing attack now will just outweigh will determine the game. And Colts have a good defense, but I don't think they have enough to keep this game close and carry the Colts to victory. If the Colts want to win this game, they're going to have a hell of an offensive game against a very good defense. So I just don't really see that happening. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you would change with these score predictions. But this is the end of the video. Don't really have a screen. Oh, yeah, I do have a screen, don't I? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, right here. I'm dumb. I forgot I made this. But yeah. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content. I believe I'll be posting this Thursday, probably around the middle of the day before the game for sure. But yeah, I say a lot, don't I? Yeah, I think there's going to be some upsets this week, especially the Bills beating the Chiefs. I think that is a guaranteed upset. I think the Bills are going to... That might seem crazy. Like, me just saying that out loud sounds crazy, but I think the Bills are honestly the best team in the NFL right now. But yeah. Alright. Make sure to hit that bell notification if you're subscribed to know when I upload a video. Yeah. Hope everybody enjoys the Thursday night game that is hopefully happening after this video, because it's going to be a banger of a game. Can't wait to watch that. Let's go Seahawks. Hopefully. Alright, well, everybody have a nice day, night, whatever it is for you, and deuces.